silver joker here. Okay, so I get this feeling from watching a lot of the YouTube content that maybe the energy is starting to wane a little bit. And I think I know at least part of the reason why that is. So we'll talk about that a little bit today. We're going to talk about the silver pumpers, the silver naysayers, and silver spot price, which I call the Bermuda Triangle of silver hype. So if you'll indulge me, I'll go into that and I'll tell you guys what each one of those kind of do and how they kind of influence suppression of energy right now in the silver stacking community. So if you're interested in any of that, stick around. Also, if you like what you see and you want to support my channel, then the best and easiest way you can do that is by simply smashing that like button. By doing so, you show YouTube that you enjoy the content that I produce. So YouTube puts my video where more people can see it. It's a small task for you, but it means so much to my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this one, simply subscribe. Ring that bell and you'll be notified as soon as I put out another video. Thank you. All right, so if you've been stacking silver for a while like I have, we've seen this before. Granted, demand has been far more energetic than I've seen since I've been stacking silver. But we've had the ups and downs, you know, the excitement and the lulls. We've had all that since I've been stacking silver. But now I think it's a little bit different because we got a lot more people who are really trying to get into stacking silver. And they want information about that. And so they come to YouTube. And I think there are a few things that I just want to point out to the new stacker, to the people who are thinking about getting into stacking, and even some of the veteran stackers. I think these are the times that kind of try us as stackers. It kind of tests our resolves and kind of makes some of us question, you know, why we started stacking in the first place. But if you're buying physical silver, there are reasons why you started. You probably got into physical silver because you saw something beneficial in it. But let me see if this fits any of you out there. So you were determined and committed to building a silver stack and, you know, kind of put the silver in it. And you saw a video where a silver stacker told you that silver was going to $30 by the end of the month, $100 by the end of the year. And if you didn't buy as much silver as you possibly could right now, you were going to miss out on that huge payday. And when that didn't happen, then the naysayers came in and told you how uninformed you were for putting your money in the physical silver. And then, and I think this is more towards the new stacker, you got hit with the knockout blow, which was silver spot price. Because you were told that when spot price goes down, then you just lost all that money that you put into silver. The premium you just paid for silver, you've lost all that because spot price dipped. All right. To me, this is what I call the Bermuda Triangle of silver hype. Now, before we get into this, let me just tell you this. This is strictly my opinion, based on my personal experience in stacking silver and posting YouTube videos. You know, there are as many different points of view out there as they are stackers giving them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share with you guys some of my own observation and points of view. So let's start with the silver pumpers. All right, now I'm not going to say any names or call anybody out because truthfully, I believe all of us silver stacking content providers have been guilty at one time or another of pumping silver. Because obviously, if I believe silver is beneficial for me, I'm going to be motivated to try to show silver, physical silver, in the most positive light I possibly can. But it's when stacking content is provided for the sole purpose of gaining views or selling hype, pumping silver. That's when I feel the content providers cross the line and are really no longer a benefit in providing helpful information to viewers seeking to start stacking physical silver. They're trying to influence your thinking instead of just kind of providing information for you to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. They're trying to lead you to a conclusion, and I believe, for the most part, is unrealistic. But I'm going to tell you something. There are so many channels that provide the fundamentals of silver stacking without the skyrocketing future of physical silver. Don't let that be the only reason that you're stacking physical silver. Silver is protecting my hard-earned income. And I look at it like this. Silver is a tool, just like a wrench or hammer is a tool. It can be used for other things. You know, you can use a wrench for whatever. You can use it as a hammer, even a weapon. But as long as it's there to tighten those nuts down when I need it to, then it's doing what I bought it for. And that's the same thing with silver. for me, exactly what it's supposed to do. The naysayers. All right, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here because there's always going to be an audience for negativity. I mean, we flock to it like a car wreck. The thing is not to be swayed by it. I mean, you started stacking silver for a reason. You bought silver because at some point you determined that it was of some benefit for you. So this is what I would suggest. Recall what that benefit is. And if silver has the potential of providing that for you still, then maybe it's worth kind of overlooking the silver haters and the naysayers and kind of staying the course. To me, the only downside to stacking physical silver is the unrealistic expectations placed on it. Because a lot of people expect silver to do more for them than what silver is really designed to do. Determine what silver can do for you, determine what you want silver to do for you, and if those things sync, then I would say stick with stacking silver and not let the naysayers sway you in any way. All right, so the third rung or the third side to this Bermuda Triangle of silver hype is spot price. Now, I always get a lot of flack when I share my opinions on spot price. So, here goes. What spot price means for a long-term stacker is absolutely different for a short-term or stack and flip stacker. Most people who follow spot price believe that when spot price goes up, they kind of gain. When spot price goes down, they lose. But let me ask you this. Can you buy silver at spot price? Well, for the most of us, I would say 99.9% of us, that is no. You can't buy silver at spot price. Premiums are the real price for physical silver. Now, spot price does influence premiums, but what you're willing to pay for your silver bullion is the real value of silver. So if you think about how silver price moves, I think you'll realize that whatever the price is today, it will absolutely be different tomorrow. Let's look at it like this. If I bought silver at $25 on Monday, and then you bought silver at $24.50 on Tuesday, then according to spot price, the price of our bullion will be exactly the same. So did I lose 50 cents? Well, I mean, time will tell. But given the way silver has, moved throughout history and just really in the past few years, I believe I'll be okay when it comes time for me to sell my silver. And if you are not ready to sell your silver today, then it's irrelevant what spot price is or even what the premiums are right now, because that's absolutely going to change. You know what's not going to change? That ounce of silver in your stack. It's always going to be an ounce of silver. So wherever the value for an ounce of silver is in the future, that's what your silver is going to be worth. What you want is you want them ounces in your stack. That's the most important thing, because the rest of this stuff is going to fade away. It's going to absolutely be different in the future. The only thing that won't be different is that ounce is still going to be an ounce of very sought after, in demand, physical silver. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Stay motivated. Keep stacking. Peace.
Ha 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 ha.